Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. So I can see multiple students in my class today, and I'm so glad to see you all, and I welcome you to my session. So in this class, we will be learning about spectacles. And okay, so let's get started. Even before starting the lesson, I would like to tell you something about our key features. So we provide highly interactive live classes, and we have different batch size as well. And then we follow this one-stop solution. With the help of this, you can easily achieve your goal and finish your targets. All right. So the topic that we are going to cover is and spectacles. So we will be talking about it. So, how many of you have already heard about and spectacles? Can you quickly put the writer's name in your chat box? And I'm eagerly waiting for your answer. And I'm going to give you 10 seconds for that. So your time starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I only got one answer from Rida. Very good, Rida. Amazing. That is okay. I got one more. I got one this from Tyler. Very good, Tyler. Yes, so the writer of this text is J.B. Priestley. Okay, you can quickly put that in your notebook if you are making notes with me. Yes. So now let's learn about this. We will be providing you these different these different facilities, and you can see live classes will be there, mock tests, you will be getting recorded lessons, daily homework, notes, and then easy tips and tricks that you can apply. All right, now let's talk about and spectacles. So it is written by J.B. Priestley. Exactly. And in this text, we will be talking about, a girl whose name is Ava Smith, and she changed her name to Daisy Renton. And we are talking about Burling family, Mr. and Mrs. Burling, Sheila Burling, Eric Burling. So if you haven't heard of this story before, so I will be telling you this is, that is so easy and, a lot of fun. We will be having a lot of fun together in learning, of course. So now, and in spectacles, you can say it is written. The settings you can say is of 1912. 1912 is the setting, and it was set in an English manufacturing town called Brumley. All right. So you can quickly put in your notebook that the settings are of Brumley and in year 1912. Very good. Simona, thank you so much for your answer. Excellent. Yes, that is J.B. Priestley. Very good. All right. So now you can write that down in the notebook that it was written, although it was written in 1945 or something like that. But the year that was taken, it's 1912. Now let's discuss more on this. Arthur Burling. Okay, he is the major character. All right, so I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. You have to put one term, right? One term used by J.B. Priestley for this character. And your 10 seconds starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. So the one term that was used over and over again by by the writer, yes, it is capitalist. All right, so you can write this in your notebook. This key term, capitalist, was used by J.B. Priestley to represent this character. Okay, can anyone tell me why he was called so capitalist? Can anyone tell me there? You can either type in chat or you can tell me verbally by opening your mic. You can do that. All right.
The question.
Hey, okay, Tyler. So the question is, Why do you think that Arthur Burling is a capitalist? Yes, any idea? Yes? All right. So let me tell you, he
Because
was
he's
the,
a businessman or something.
I'm sorry, what? Could you please repeat, Tyler?
Is it because like he's a businessman or something?
Yes. And of course, he was a businessman and he always thinks about his future, always and always thinks about, money, his profit. So that's why he was called as a capitalist. All right. Now, you can read the points about it, right? He is the patriarch of the Burling family. So we can say that in 1912, the era was so obsessed with patriarchy, right? Patriarchy is like male dominant society, right? So the patriarch of Burling family owns a profitable manufacturing company. His business success allowed the Burling to live in upper middle class comfort. Burling believes that capitalist principles of individual willpower and the protection of the company profits. Okay, so it's all about, it's all about profits and profits all the time, right? All right, my dear students. Now you can make quick points about this section. Okay. Now let's talk about Sybil Burling as well. Who was she? What kind of personality she was exactly? All right, so I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Can you put one term that was used by J.B. Priestley for Sybil Burling? And your time starts now. 10, 9. See, I have 10 students in my class right now. So I need 10 answers in my chat box. Come on. I barely getting 1 or 2 or 3. Barely. Come on. You know this, so you just type in text, right? Okay. So and if you don't know, even type that you don't know. Okay, it's fine. But at least type something so that I will be considering that you all are aware and you all are interacting with me, right? So okay, I got something in chat. Very good. Yes, she was cold. Why? Because being a woman, she was not able to understand other women's emotions, so she was considered as a cold woman, right? Okay, I can, oh wow, I got one more. Yes, more answers. That's excellent and appreciating. Very good. Very good. Cruel, deny. Okay. Very good. All right. Okay, Simona. Right. Okay. Now, she's the matriarch of the Burling family. Sybil is described in the play's performance notes as cold. Sybil serves on a charitable committee in the town and busies herself with social events benefiting a woman whose husband is business success. She protects what she perceives to be the family's good image and standing in the community. Yes, of course. So she is just so conscious about her social image and community, and she is running a charitable trust. But it's a kind of ironical situation, like she was the director, but she was not able to feel the pain of a woman who was actually in need. All right, now let's learn about Sheila Burling. Okay, I'm gonna give it 10 seconds. Come on, let me know one word that was used for Sheila Burling in this text. And your time starts now. 10, 9, 8. Come on, time's going on. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Very good, Rita. Very good, Simona. Okay. If I'm not wrong, it's Okay. I have another student with us that is okay in math. Very good in math. Very good. That's the right answer. Excellent. Excellent. Wow. So she is famous as the word knife, right? She is knife. You can quickly write this in your notebook that she is described as the word knife, immature, young, not so, understanding. Okay, very, very young for society, very young for the school society at least, right? So she was naive. So that was in a covering section that she's innocent because she's naive, right? So only she got this tag of being naive, childish. Okay, now I can read this for you all. Daughter of Arthur and Sybil. She is daughter of Arthur and Sybil, Mr. and Mrs. Burling. In her early 20s, she's engaged to Gerald. Can you see that during that time? How often and how younger women, they are getting married, right? She is just in her 20s, okay? She is, naive, but can you see that she's getting engaged? So this is something, a very strong mirroring of society during that time. Okay, I'm going to ask you this question again. In which year was taken as setting in this text? Which year? I'm not asking in which year it is written, but I'm asking in which year, the year was taken for this text. All right. Oh, wow. I'm getting multiple answers. Excellent. Very good, Sarah, Reza.
What was the question, ma'am?
All right, Tyler. My question is, which year was taken as a setting in this text? Right? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. In math, Reza.
Is it 1912?
Very good, Tyler. Very good. Excellent. Yes, you're right.
And it was written like in 1940 something.
Yes, very good. Excellent. You're completely true. Yes, right. That's great. Thumbs up. Sarah. Okay, Diana. Okay, sorry, not Diana, it's Dina. My bad. Okay, and then I have dot. I don't know the name, but I have one dot. Simona is there. Oh wow, beautiful. I'm so impressed that you all are getting engaged and you are answering. So right, it's 1912. Applause to you all. Very good. RMD. Okay, I have one, Shriyash I have with me. And I have Shakira, right? So I have other students as well, but I'm waiting for your responses. Come on. Okay. All right. So knife was the word that was given to her, right? All right. So now before moving ahead, I would like to quickly brief you regarding this, that admissions are open and you are quickly enroll yourself with us if you haven't till now. Okay, and we are giving you 20% off, right? So that's the great news we have for you. All right, now let's talk about Eric Burling. So, oh wow, Dana. Yeah, that's actually good. Very good, Dana. Yes, sir. I got answer. I got already one answer. Okay, so I'm gonna do the countdown, and in this countdown, you need to tell me one term for Eric Burling. Let's get started. Okay, so your time starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow, I've got 6 answers. 6 answers. Assertive, troublesome, immature. He's described as troubled. He often struggles with personal issues. He was an alcoholic. Shy, half assertive, half shy. Oh, wow. I would like to give a huge round of applause. Very good. Yes, that's the right answer. So we can call that, we can call him, he was alcoholic, okay? And, he was half assertive and half shy. So we can just say that, so we can call that, okay, assertive. He was half assertive, half shy. Half assertive, half shy. So he was that kind of personality. He was an alcoholic. He was he was he was a neglected one. We can say that. Can anyone tell me why he is neglected? What's the meaning of neglected? Like being ignored. So why do you think that he was a neglected child? Anyone in class? It's so important to, because whatever children are doing in society or doing to society, it's huge responsibility on parents' shoulder to guide them, to always show them right path, right? So, and two, keep an eye on them and be aware of what they are doing in their life. So important. So Eric Burling, he was the one at the end. He felt bad. He felt guilty about whatever happened to Eva Smith. On the other hand, he was ignored. He was neglected because Gerald and Sheila, they both were aware that Eric drinks, right? He drinks. He is into alcohol, right? So, but the parents, his parents specifically, they're not aware about the current situation of Eric Burling, and this is so sarcastic. This is so irresponsible, right? Because they don't know what their children is do, what their children are doing. All right, now let's talk about Gerald Croft. Okay, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. And you need to put in chat. Oh wow, I got already one. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7.
What's the question, Mom?
Could you please repeat that? I'm so sorry. I couldn't hear you. Could you please repeat that?
What is the question about?
All right, so Tyler, the question is, you have to tell me one keyword that you thought about Gerald. It was written and used by J.B. Priestley. Okay. So the hero of the story. Privileged.
Is it privileged?
We can say that, yes, he is privileged. Rich and snowy. Liar, privilege. Privilege, yes, we can call it privileged. Okay, very good. Now, moving to the next section. Inspector Ghoul. Okay, it's so famous to know this, right? It's so famous. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 seconds and your 10 seconds starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry, what? Could you please repeat that? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm getting answers in chat already. Oh, wow. Intimidating. Can you go to the back slide? Of course. Here you can see. All right. So what I think? Okay. Omniscient. Very good, Dina. Wow. Socialist. Amazing, Rida. Excellent. Yes. We can call him intimidating. We can call him socialist. We can call him omniscient. We can call him, these kind of words, because yes, these words are not just, it's just addressed by not other than but the writer himself. So of course he has been thinking something, that's why he has given these names to and these terms to the characters while doing the characterization. Very good, Simona. Tyler, very good. Yes. Excellent, Emma, Tina, Rida, very good. Yes, so we can call him a socialist in simple words, that he is a socialist and he is intimidating. He is one, responsible. He take the responsibility of what's going on, and he is, we can say he had a voice of J.B. Priestley. J.B. Priestley made Inspector Gould a medium to translate, to share his vision towards world, towards society, towards norms, towards changes, everything. All right, now I'm going to quickly read these lines for you all. Okay, a representative, supposedly, of local police force sent to investigate Ava Smith, Daisy Renton's suicide. The inspector asks all the Burlings and Sherlock questions about Ava or Daisy. It seems that inspector knows the answer to everything he asks, but wants the family to admit to various instances of wrongdoing. Yes, so this is mysterious. That's why he had an intimidating personality, because he already knows the truth. The person who walks on the path of reality, path of truth. A person who is living his life on truth is the most intimidating person, is the most powerful and intimidating person, because nothing can make him afraid of anything. So that's why he is intimidating, he is controlling, and very good, obedient. Yes. Oh, you're talking about Edna. That's great. Okay. We were on Inspector Gould's. My bad. Sorry. Yes. So Inspector Gould has a mouthpiece of J.B. Priestley, and he's so intimidating, right? All right. Okay. Edna. So I already got many answers in my chat that he is, obedient. He is, socialist. Okay, not socialist. Sorry about that. A subordinate, yes. And she is a strong depiction of social class, like what happened, like, people, the class division, upper class and lower class. She was the one who was serving them and not invited by them to join the celebration, although they all were just enjoying and ignored and neglected her like anything else. Very good, Simona. Invisible. Excellent. Why it's invisible? It's not invisible for the readers or for the society, but it's invisible for upper class people. It's invisible for all the other characters in that particular group. Excellent. Excellent. Amazing. All right. Now let's learn about Ava Smith or Daisy Renton. Okay. Okay. Okay, do you think that is there any terminology is being used? So she's victim. We can call her directly the victim of society. We can call her, right? Oh, okay. Now we have already discussed about the characters. Now I'm going to tell you the key points. Okay, my question is this. Very good, Tyler. Vulnerable. Yes, she is vulnerable. Of course, she is weak. She's not just weak because she's women, because of the sick society, because of the illness of society, the illness of mentality made her ill, right? She was sick, she was suffering because of the illness of society and people's mentality. Exactly. So I'm so impressed, Taylor, with your answer. Very good. Okay, now let's learn about Act 1. So, okay, I have to ask you, before I'm going to discuss the answers and the question answers and the acts, how many acts are there in this text? Acts or scenes?
Yeah,
And
3 acts.
3 acts. Very good, Tyler. And how many scenes? How many scenes are
Is it
there?
like 6? Is it like 6?
No, acts are different and scenes are the part of acts. So how many scenes are there?
Is it like sits, mom?
Okay. All right. What else? I also am a very good teller. You at least you're trying and you're answering. Thumbs up. What else? Socialist. Okay. Let me tell you. There are 3 acts. Okay. But there is no scene division. We have just 3 acts and no scenes. There is no scene division in Unexpected Fools, just 3 acts. Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. And it's continuously going on. Okay, now let's learn about Act 1. Celebration for the marriage of Sheila and Gerald. Arrival of Inspector Gould with the information of death of Eva Smith. Investigation of Mr. Arthur Burling. Investigation of Sheila. Investigation of Gerald and his confession about having an affair with Daisy Renton. All right, so either you can take a screenshot of the slide or you can write a short note on, like, how many points are there? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. So there are 5 points. You can just, cut it short and you can write in your notebook the main key points of Act 1. All right, and once you're done, give me a thumbs up so that we can move on to the next section as well. Easy? Okay, I can see Tyler has finished it. Our MD, Tina, Shriyansh, Imath, Simona, Rida, Sarah, and we have one. Okay, I have one student. Okay, have you renamed yourself? There was one student with dot, the dot. So I can call you the dot because I don't know your name, so I can call you the dot. Or you can tell me your real name. You can type in chat and I can rename you. I can help you with that. Sorry, I can't rename it. It's okay. Sammy. Oh, hello. Yes, so I can rename you for sure. I can do that for you. All right, let me just rename you for a while. So no more dot. It's Sammy. Okay. Done. All right. So I hope that all of you have finished it. It's okay. You don't need to worry, more about it. So you have written for Act 1. That's fine. You don't need to write for Act 2 or 3. I will be giving you this presentation, okay? So it will be shared after this live event. Okay. Moving to the next part. Act 2. Breaking the engagement of Sheila and Gerald because, Gerald was the one. Okay, he cheated on her, but at the end he accepted it as well. He explained with brutal honesty. He accepted it, right? So at the end, it led to the breaking of the engagement of Sheila and Gerald, removal of Gerald from Act 2. Can anyone tell me where Gerald went? Let's go into the depths. Where Gerald went. And I'm going to give you 10 seconds for this, and your 10 seconds starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. He went for a walk. Okay. I'm just asking. He went for a walk. It's not very important detail, but details are important, because when you know the details, that actually makes me very confident that you know the text in depth, because it's so important to know this in depth, right? Okay. So removal of Gerald from Act 2, investigation of Sybil, the secret of Eric's alcoholism, and then investigation of Eric, then confession of Eric, message of Inspector Gould, guilt of everyone, discovering the real identity of Inspector Gould by Gerald. Call from Mr. Okay, so yes, he called Mr. Arthur Burling. He called to hospital to confirm if there is any girl who committed suicide, by intaking disinfectant. And he got, okay, of course, Simona, I can do that. So do you want me to go to the slide? Do you want the slide? Okay, of course, take your time. And then after some time, after a minute or two, I will be moving to the next. All right, so we are on the slides. Let's have some discussion on this. Ring. Can anyone tell me, ring, what is the strong representation of ring? What's ring doing here? Why ring so important? Ring is a symbol of what? Can anyone tell me that? Love. Yes, Sammy, of course. It's yes, very good. Yes. Of course, it's a symbol of love. Very good. What else? Very good in math. Marriage. Yes. Love, marriage. What else? Engagement. Yes. It's like a very pure type of bond, right? Love, engagement, marriage, it's unity. It's a symbol of unity. Collectively, we can say that. Circle. Yes, Shriyaj. Okay, you're going to the right path by saying it's circle. Circle means round. Round means boundary. Boundary means, girl, during that time. It's a strong representation. Okay, I'm very bad at drawing, so ignore and forgive it, please. Okay, excuse my drawing. I can try it this time. I don't know what I've drawn. Ignore this, please. Oops. I'm not trying this anymore. Okay. Ring. So ring is a symbol of unity. Two people are getting united. But, ring was offered by Gerald to Sheila at the very beginning of the act. But later on, in this act, Sheila made it returned to Eric, to Gerald, right? So that's a very strong point, the breakdown of relation, separation, yes, devotion, yes, Simona, we can say that ring is it's a symbol of devotion. And ring is, have you ever seen a ring in rectangle or in square or in triangle? Most of the time, ring round according to your finger, right? Okay, so we're talking about this. So when it comes to ring, it means boundaries. Women were bounded during that time. It's a strong representation. Females, they were depending on males. Okay, and when she returned the ring, it was a strong representation that she is going to break that boundary of love, boundary of dependency on Gerald after getting in, after getting into a marriage, being a wife. So she just, broke down that. Most of the times, during that time, women, they didn't collect enough courage to do this, right? Because they all wanted, well-settled man with handsome amount of money, good property. And we all know that what kind of a Gerald, where Gerald was standing. He was standing on a super great position in society. Okay. So yeah, I hope that you know what I'm trying to say. If you know, you know. Okay. So she got the courage to break that circle, to break that boundary, to, so here Priestley's trying to put women in a good shade, right? So women can do these things. And during that time, 1912, I'm talking about that. Okay, now moving to Act 3, Confession of Eric, as we have already done that. Yeah. message of Inspector Gould, what he wanted to tell to society, to readers, guilt, and then real identity of Inspector Gould when Gerald returned. Gerald had, that's the reason why he was removed from the act, so that we later on we got to know that he is not the real inspector. Okay, now then he confirmed that if someone, any girl died after taking disinfectant, and then final call from hospital. Okay, it's from from inspector, not hospital. It's the editing mistake. Like, the police and the cops are coming to investigate them. Very good, Simona. Yes, there's this very important and amazing quotation. We are all member of one body. One body means one society, means we are collectively responsible for everything that's going on in this society. Very good, Simona. You can also learn the quotations, like, quotations are so important, right? When you do text, like, it's wow. You can do the quotations for characters, for themes, for motives, for structure your answers, everything. So it will be covering your everything when you are doing quotations. You can just learn 2 to 3 quotations for each character. You can even learn more when the characters are limited, right? So you can do that. It's a hack. When the characters are limited, you can learn more quotations of them. When there are so many characters, then you can avoid some of them, or you can pick 1 or 2. Okay, now there you can see the themes. Number 1, social responsibility. Okay, all right, now let's do a quick quiz. Okay, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to give you 10 seconds, of course. More than 10 seconds, it's more. Less than 10 seconds is less. Okay, don't mind, never mind. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds, right? And you have to tell me one character's name for social responsibility. Or 2, you can give me 1 or 2 names. Whenever you think or listen to this theme, social responsibility, which character clicks your head? So did you all get my answer? My question? Okay, answers. You have to give me the answer, right? Wow. Okay, Simona.
Inspector
Right.
Gold.
Inspector Gould. Yes, very good. Beautiful. Inspector Gould is there. Burling. Okay. Mrs. Burling, because she had the power. She's running a charity, right? So she has the power and responsibility as well to give a good direction. So it's a kind of a slap by Priestley to them who are at a good position in society, but still not using and utilizing their positions and powers to improve backward blockages in society, right? Okay, age. For age. All right, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. So your time starts now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Mr. Bellin.
Mr. Burling?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ponder on this, and then I'll explain you why or why not. Okay, good job. Okay, so yes. Anyone else? Age? Yes, we can say that.
Sheila Bellin as well.
Very good. Very good. Beautiful. Yes. Sheila, Eric, Mr. Burling. Mr. Burling is why age factor is important when it comes to Mr. Burling. Because when you go to Act 1, you see that Mr. Burling was giving Gerald and Eric a very deep lesson about society, about profits, about telling them to make their own ways, and earn profits. You have to make your own ways, right? So you should earn for yourself. You just think about your family. You just think about your profit. So he is spreading capitalistic views among youth, right? So we can say that, right? Very good. Eric and then Sheila. Strong representation of age theme in this text. Moving to the next one, gender. Okay, I'm gonna give it 10 seconds.
It's Eva Smith.
Very good. Very good. Yes, Ava Smith. Okay. Any other character in your thoughts? All right, I got it. I got the chat. I got the answer in text. Let me just check. Arthur. Yes. Yes, we can say that. Why Arthur? Because he was. I'm so sorry. I have to in between. Could you please repeat?
Is it like Gerald?
Gerald. Okay, let me think. Let me ponder on it. Gerald. Wanting to gender. We can say it, but gender is more about who is doing the gender discrimination or who is, being the victim. So I think Ava Smith is the perfect example of the gender theme. And you can say Mr. Burling. Why? Because he's the one who is doing the discrimination. He was so offended. Let me tell you, so offended when he came to know that a girl is leading a strike. She was doing strike. Like, how is this possible? How a girl can do, or how she is so active in strikes. Why, right? So it was not he was not able to digest that. Yes, Simona, because he's a patriarch, we can say that, of course. Good. Nice one. All of you, I'm so impressed by your efforts. Class, come on, this is very easy. You can do this.
It's Berlin because he serves as upper class, his privilege, wealth, and attitude towards social responsibilities.
Very good. Very good. Amazing. Yes, Gerald. A lot. Yes, Gerald, Mr. Burling, Edna. Okay. In gender, you can also talk about Mrs. Burling. Mrs. Burling, right? Because most of the time, women, during that time, women and Shakespeare described that women are so emotionally active. They're so emotionally, they have good EQ, and like they are so emotionally reactive, and they have so many things inside. But when it comes to gender, so Mrs. Burling is providing a very sharp contrast on this gender theme, right? So you can say that Mrs. Burling, being a woman, how brutally she said to Daisy Renton that the child of this father is responsible for everything. So you must go to her, to him, right? So they are not going to take her responsibility, and she was pushed in a particular circle to being tortured. So gender, when it comes to Mrs. Burling, it's strong contrast. Class, Mr. Burling and everything, we all know class is easy. Now, this is this chart. Okay, what happened, what's the order? We have already discussed that type of play. Okay, everything. Okay, this is how the question will be appearing in your exams, right? So either the question is based on characters, let me tell you, my dear students, characters, themes, okay, and then the extracts. Most important, characters and themes. If you know the quotations, if you know the keywords, no one can stop you to to actually score really good marks. Nothing can stop you. You know the quotations? Quotation is the king, let me tell you that. Okay, it actually reduces your other efforts in certain ways. So you can see different questions. I will be providing you these questions for sure, and then you can see the extract. You can read it through, and then what I'm going to do when we will be doing this text. When you'll be doing this text with me, I'm going to tell you the sample answers, how you can craft your answers, because answer crafting is so important. All right, now I can see that I have, we have few minutes, not few minutes, but at least 1 or 2 minutes left. Let's do this quiz, okay? Who wrote "And in Spectacles"? And you have 10 seconds, not 10 seconds. Let me give you 5 seconds. 5, 4.
J.B. Priestley.
Oh, very good. Okay, very good. I've got very few answers in my chat. It's J.B. Priestley. All right. What is happening at the start of the play? 10 seconds. 10. Okay, you can do.
The Berlins are having a celebration.
Very good. Wow. Very good. Okay, I'm also going to put these ABCD. So you can just, if you're writing in chat, you can just put the option. I'm making this easier for you. Okay, for number 3. Who answers the dirty inspector?
Edna.
Very good. How did Eva Smith die?
Suicide.
ABCD. Very good. Very good. Okay, I'm getting answers in my chat as well, and I'm so happy that you all are being you're all being very interactive. Okay, who does the inspector show the photograph to first? To whom?
Berlin.
Berlin. Yes. Good one. Very good. Okay, now how many acts are there in the play?
3.
Very good. Excellent. Wonderful. The last question. Who said the Titanic absolutely unsinkable? Come on.
Mr. Berlin.
Very good. And this is very ironical, funny comedy, comic, very ironical, let me tell you that. Very ironical statement by Berlin. This shows that, how silly, not silly, but how backward, how overconfident he is about his position, about capitalism and everything. Okay, so here you can see the rest of the things. We take primary, secondary, and senior high school. We are focusing on them. GCSE and SATs and everything, KS3, everything, A-level. So if you are interested, or anyone in your kith and kin, they're interested, so you can tell them, and we can do and achieve our targets together. All right, so thank you so much for watching this, and thank you so much for attending this live, and I really wish you all the best, and I will be seeing you in my other classes. Okay, so till then, take care. Bye-bye.